we're low on bottled water. So.
Probably so. Welcome to episode 118, Michael.
118
of a Cigar Hustler podcast.
We got to change that eventually.
The name of the Cigar Hustler
The episode,
podcast?
like the episode.
Season 2, episode 1?
Maybe we start over.
That would be confusing.
At like the end of the year or something.
Well, then we'll have to say season 2, episode 1 each time.
Oh.
Can't just say, welcome to episode 1. Somebody finds it, they think we just started.
All right, fine.
And we are 3 years into this, goddammit. I don't want people to find it and go, oh, these guys just started. These guys just started. I don't want to listen to them at all.
We'll keep it going. I can hardly hear me.
I'm sorry. Maybe you should turn your microphone up. Oh, you're such an ass.
That's all right. I'll deal with it. It's fine. It's fine. You're happy. If you're happy, I'm happy, Mike.
I'm never happy anymore.
If it makes you happy.
Keep talking. How's that?
That's better.
Now you turned up all the way.
Okay. I'm all the way up.
All right, let's get the sad news out of the way.
Let's get the sad news out of the way.
Sad news.
All right. All right.
Good news. Well, the good news about the sad news is he doesn't have an album that I could play to get us in trouble. So.
Well, that's good. So we, so here's the problem with owning a shop, a cigar store, is it really is a blessing and a curse. And what do I mean by that? It's you get to meet a lot of great people. That's kind of the blessing, right?
Yes.
You get to meet a lot of great dudes. And a lot of them are retired. A lot of them kind of lived a full life, and they got stories, man. They got some crazy fucking stories.
They have lived lives worth hearing about.
Yeah. The sad part is that you only get a little bit of time to spend with them, and then sometimes they die.
Wow, that's just the way you said it. Just
yeah.
Said they pass or
they die.
They leave us or
they die.
Nope, they just dead.
They die. So I don't know I don't know how to say his last name, but I'm gonna Gallinari.
Yeah, because when you told me his last name, that's not what we knew him by here.
Yeah, Dave Gallinari, aka, well, we had two AKAs.
Dave Allright.
Dave the Cop and Dave Allright.
Yeah, even when you said Dave the Cop, I was trying to think of a modern day a guy who was still a cop, but.
So.
But Dave was a retired police officer,
New
first
York.
with the city of New York City,
yep.
And then he did the warrant squad here in Volusia County for a while and kicked in doors and got the bad of the bad guys.
Mm-hmm. Recently retired a few years ago.
Yes.
Yeah, and
played golf and then would come in here and have some wine and a cigar or two.
So I can tell you three simple things about Dave.
Okay.
That are.
Well, look at the camera. I know Dave.
That are pretty good. They're pretty good things. So obviously I'm a Patriot fan. I don't really talk about that too much. I'm also a Bucks fan, but which makes sense. Which actually works out well this year.
Are you not a Patriots fan anymore?
No, I still am.
Since your boy left?
No, I'm still.
Okay, just curious.
It's where I'm from. Still my hometown.
I didn't know if you were just a
bandwagon
fan of his.
No, I'm a fan of the team.
Oh.
So
okay. Anyway, sorry to interrupt.
It's okay. So I could tell you one day, Dave would tell stories, really good stories that were so crazy that you didn't believe they were to be true, but they came from Dave, so they had to be true.
It was like an episode of SVU every time he told a story.
So I mean, he
didn't change the names of the guilty to protect the innocent or whatever it was.
So, but now I'm starting to jump ahead. So one day, he was talking about the Philadelphia Eagles were playing the fucking New England Patriots in the Super Bowl, right?
Right.
And, I respect this guy, and, I respect a lot of things that he says, and, normally the guy's pretty accurate with what he says. And he comes in this New York accent, he's like, hey, I just bet a 3-way parlay on the Philadelphia Eagles, like, they're going to cover.
Then I just like him.
I took the fucking money line, or he took the money line, or whatever. He took 3 things that were all Philly to just kind of crush New England. I was like, son of a bitch. Like, when he said that, I'm like, I'm going to fucking hate this Super Bowl. This Super Bowl is going to suck for me.
Oh.
So, and yeah, sure as shit, it was a bad one for New England fans. I read a Malcolm Gladwell book, and usually whenever I read a book, for some reason it becomes a topic of discussion in the store. Like I always bring something up, and we kind of have an argument. And one of the things that the Malcolm Gladwell was talking about was like a really bad shooting in New York where a guy was reaching for his wallet. He ran scared from the cops. He was reaching for his wallet, and something happened, and the cops lit him up, right?
Oh, well, I mean, obviously I was not there, but the guy's reaching for his wallet while he's running.
I think
I'm a cop. I'm thinking.
Yeah, but like if you read further into the whole book, it's broken down step by step as to what went wrong and how he resulted in passing, right? And getting shot. So... But what was crazy was as I'm talking about the story, Dave's like, yeah, that was a tough one. I'm like, what the fuck? So, he knew it verbatim.
He was there.
Yeah, it was crazy. You
Yeah,
know?
I had to shoot the son of a bitch. It was tough.
Yeah, it was. It was just absolutely insane. If you're a regular here, and I consider you one of us, I'm gonna rib the shit out of you, man. I'm gonna give you a hard time. Is that not accurate?
That is accurate.
So Dave would always come around and he'd say, "How you doing? All right? You all right?" So what I would do is I would go out of my way to see how many all rights I could get between him and myself every time that we talked. I was like, "Dave, how you doing? You all right?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm all right. You all right?" I'm like, "I'm all right. What's going?" And like he never really picked up on it. He just thought it was
he just never.
It was just regular conversation for him. So
right from where he was, that where it was just it's like
And he's like, "All right." So he was a hell of a guy, and he's going to be
all the regulars knew him. I mean, he was here almost every single day.
He took care of everybody, man.
He did. Very generous tipper.
Took care of everybody.
He would, very nice man.
If you did him a solid, he made sure that you were getting it back tenfold. He was just that type of guy.
He gave one time. He gave me one of his business cards. He goes, "You ever get pulled over on the way home? You show him my card. Tell him you're a friend of Dave's.
You let
everything
him know.
will be all right."
You let him know. And you know what? That's another thing that's absolutely insane. So like he wouldn't. There were times where he'd tell stories, but you had to kind of get it out of him. But he was always quiet, chill, relaxed. He'd play fucking solitaire on his phone, he
could sit out by himself for 3 hours. Other than I need another drink, you'd never hear a word out of him.
Total peace and quiet. The crazy part is though, if he knew you and you walked in the door and he said, "Hey, John," everybody who looked at him looked at like they just found their long lost brother.
Yep.
Dave, what the hell are you doing here, man?
Shake your hand every time.
Oh my God,
coming and going.
And that didn't just happen once. Like that happened a shit ton of times. Whether it was people on the force or somebody that he knew or whatever the case may be. I mean, that guy was loved, man.
Yeah, everybody knew him.
Absolutely crazy.
Every cop that came in that was retired or still working knew who he was.
So yeah.
So we'll miss Dave.
We will miss Dave.
Tell you what, we'll make Dave
the listener of the week.
Listener of the week.
No, he's not listening.
He used to though.
Did he?
He heard enough of them to know what it was. Yeah. So there you go, Dave.
There you go, Dave.
Hope everything's all right.
All right. All right. Now from the sad news, just moving on.
You know what? I forgot to turn the video on for the sad news.
Are you kidding me?
Nope. But we got it all on the audio, though.
You made me look at the fucking camera.
I got all upset about Dave, and I completely forgot to start my
Use that as an excuse.
I completely forgot. I did the gong, and I said, I didn't start the video.
Terrible. You're absolutely terrible.
So, if you just tuned into the video, Dave Gagliari, we assume...
Well, they heard it.
Yeah, not the... Oh, yeah, I can still play it for the... Yeah, okay.
You got to do the whole curtain thing.
Yeah, the curtain thing. It'll be a long lead-in to the show this week.
I can't wait to see what kind of funny shit you'll do.
I'm not going to do it funny. That was a serious matter. What do you mean? I can put a picture of Dave. There you go. Oh, that's what I'll do.
There you go.
There's one floating around Facebook, so I'll put in memory.
That's not a good picture of him, though.
No, he looks very heavy in that photo.
Yeah, I didn't know that, Dave.
I didn't either, no. Yeah. But, I mean, it looks like a big dude, though, in that picture.
Yeah.
The guy that came in here, sometimes some of his ass-kicking stories, you're like, you're a skinny little old man. I don't know. But apparently, not back in the day, he had won an award or something.
I'm sure he's won several awards.
Oh, I'm sure.
You like my new...
Sure. Well, they sent several. But
they did.
But, I sort of jokingly, when they came in, I opened them because you had me open it. I sent you a picture. I go, oh, look, there's 6, so I'm taking one. You didn't say okay, so I just put it back.
So, our family at Roma Craft...
Did you bring the note?
No.
Oh.
No, our family at Roma Craft sent a lovely note and some these coolers for us, for whatever they're called. drinky thingies.
Water bottles, canteens.
Water bottles. You know what's kind of funny is I loaded it up for the first time today and brought it in and I was drinking it on the way in and I keep fucking spilling shit all over me. And I'm like, am I drinking like that much of a fucking savage?
Did you not read the instructions?
What am I doing wrong here?
Mr. Coleman, if you could call Michael, please, and inform him on how the water bottle works.
So you know what's funny is so that like as I'm driving, I'm going slower. You know, like
so what's the trick?
Like what the hell am I doing? And then I remembered that Danny made a post and he said, "Hey, listen, this O-ring part here needs to go beneath the cap. If not, yeah.
Oh, for the seal, to create the seal.
So
so where was it?
So it's not an O-ring. It's like it's just for the
holder for the top.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just it's a holder for the top. Let me put that on silent.
Oh, so it goes. So I guess when you take the cap off, that comes off.
You gotta you gotta push it down. So like.
Well, please demonstrate after you silence all your phones and your watches and all that. Just go ahead and get this worked out here.
So this, see how it's under this lip?
Yeah, there's a piece of rubber there.
No, there's no rubber.
No, there's no rubber on the thing?
Yeah, this plastic.
Okay.
It's for this. Now this I had above here, and when you have it above here, it spills. You gotta put it.
I'm sure once I see it, I'll figure it out.
You gotta put it below the lid.
From this angle, you can't tell the difference.
So I remember that Danny had said that, and after I was already wearing a portion of my drink, I figured it out.
What flavor Crystal Light are you rocking there?
I think it's like peach, green tea peach.
Oh, the best is the strawberry banana orange.
No way.
Yes, I drink it by the gallon.
Green tea.
Gallon a day at home.
Green tea.
By the gallon.
So, anyways, I just want to say thank you to
thank
Michael
you.
Rosales.
I will be taking mine home today. Thank you very much.
Jamie Rosales.
With my sticker.
No, you won't.
Yes, I am.
Michael Rosales, Jamie Rosales, John
Danny Rosales?
Michael Rosales, Jamie Rosales.
Then you said Danny Rosales.
No, I did not.
Would you like me to play it back for you?
You will. We can play it back.
We will.
Jamie Rosales,
That's
Michael Rosales,
right before
John DeOliver, Danny Vasquez, my boy, lightweight heavy, and Skip Martin.
Oh, I was so hoping you were going to forget to say Skip. But
How can you forget Skip?
I never forget Skip.
Yeah, I know.
He's my friend. Matter of fact, he should be texting me any minute wanting to know where the secret show is.
And here is yours.
Oh! See, I tell you.
I'm gonna take mine later.
Take mine today.
Me. I'll do what I
Now let's
want.
figure out. I don't want to be. Oh, so the way it comes, it's above.
Yes.
So is that like a joke to get it to spill it in?
I don't know. A couple of jackwagons made the fucking thing.
So
you
what
gotta.
part has to come off?
You got to take it and push it down below that lip.
Oh, over this.
Yes.
Ah, I see.
Yes.
Some assembly required.
Some assembly required.
Get this done real quick.
So hey, so now I got this fancy new,
Talk about yourself.
this new canteen that I'm going to bring to the gym when the gym eventually opens.
Even a filter. Look at this. It's got a built-in
you can
filter.
put something in there like fruit or something.
Oh, like fruit, like you're a Kardashian now.
Isn't that lovely?
Very nice. Oh,
So yeah,
so nice.
you're gonna have to label yours if you're bringing it back up to the shop.
I'll put the yellow sticker on mine. Or I'll put I don't want to put a show sticker on it. I'll put a yellow sticker on it.
Okay.
Or maybe I will do the new show sticker.
Okay.
Thank you, gentlemen and ladies. Very nice.
Can't believe you didn't turn on the camera.
I was upset about.
You had one job.
No, I have several jobs. What'd you bring for the show this week, Michael?
I just did both of them.
See? 10 pages, Michael. 10 pages. Give me a hard time. Plus, let's go get this out of the way, too, because I'm smoking an FQ proper this week.
Yes.
What goes on this Friday, Michael?
We're having a FQ proper virtual herf.
And whose idea was that, Michael?
It was all my idea.
Oh, you
10 people, capped at 10. I already signed up 3.
Is that me, you, and Matt?
No, some names you already know because they just support us and
so my
Adam
friend,
Bakery, Chip,
and Nick. Did you mean Nick or Chip?
no Chip,
Chip. Oh,
not Nick. I could probably get Nick.
Nick will be there.
You know who did sign up?
Who?
Otha.
Oh yeah, he was very excited about that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of excited to see Otha.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to him in a long time. Mm-hmm. See if he's still up in Virginia.
Yeah. So that should be entertaining.
Yes.
Looking
right.
forward to it. If you guys have any information about it and you want to check it out, there's right now there's 7 spots left, and you just go onto the cigarhustle.com website, sign up.
Same price as all the rest?
No, this one's a little less. It's like
It's understandable. It's Mr. Hunt, so.
I think it's like $80. Well, here's the thing. I think that a lot of people are buying into the virtual herf just to kind of support the store.
Right.
And I just don't want to put continual pressure on people so that they don't feel comfortable.
I'm going to bring this up on the show, but you should do one where nobody has to pay.
Yeah, I mean, the problem
You
is...
know what? That's the one you let Greg do.
Okay, fair enough. The problem with doing that is there's no implied value. Like that's
Well, yeah, but everybody's looking for something to do.
But
though.
here's the thing. You go on, you see all these herfs everywhere, and then people just kind of fucking put them together and just turn them on, and it's shit. It's complete fuck. Not all of them, but a lot of them are just garbage.
Because Rumblegraph family did one today.
There's no organization. There's nobody's. There's nothing is well thought out. So when you imply value, and you offer a sampler pack, and you give it something special within an extra person, brand owner, manufacturer, I feel like there's more relevance there. So, believe me, I've gone back and forth in my mind over and over again. Well, man, we should do a free one, But
right.
I struggle with it. I just struggle with the overall value of it, and time and effort that it takes.
Well, it would just be like one of the Florida Cigar Club ones. I mean, you just turn it on and see who shows up.
Right.
You just promote it through the show's Facebook page.
So you're saying it's
not
a
the
shit show.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's something for people to do. I mean, everybody except the people who do them all the time seem to really enjoy it.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll move along with the show then. Just everybody know that I had the idea and he poo-pooed on it here. But don't worry, it'll still happen in a couple of days when he decides it's his idea.
Moving along with the show.
So, Alec Bradley feeds the Honduras cigar workers through the coronavirus crisis, Michael.
Really?
Since Honduras declared a lockdown of non-essential businesses like cigar factories due to the coronavirus, the country's citizens have only been allowed out of their homes in segments based upon identification numbers. Ooh. This has made obtaining essential items like food and hygiene products difficult, especially given that Honduras is a developing country where most people can't accumulate substantial savings accounts. Mm-hmm. In order to help the workers responsible for producing their cigars in Honduras, Alec Bradley, personally, is determined to feed 700 families of 4 throughout a 30-day span.
Nice.
The another name of a factory I can't pronounce. The Raíces? How do you say it? Raíces Cubanas factory, which produces most of the Alec Bradley brand, is located in Donalí, a lush mountainous region known for its cigar making. Through its connections in the area, the company is able to purchase all staples needed for a local food distributor. This includes eggs, rice, corn, beans, oil, sugar, hygiene products, and more. The endeavor demanded a collaboration effort. In order to store the eggs properly, the factory converted its tobacco freezers to coolers, while other staples were delivered and divided into sacks, ready to be picked up. In addition, drivers distributed the needed goods to farmers and box factory workers. As the company also takes care of local schools for underprivileged kids, they dropped off supplies to families of the children and school employees as well. Any worker that cannot pick up the supplies, we are making arrangements to deliver the food to them directly. We also have some older workers that we are taking care of as well, said Alan Rubin, founder of the Alec Bradley. The Alec Bradley brand, whose 2011 Preciado Churchill won Cigar of the Year. I don't need to tell you that. I was just giving back, and I'm blessed to be able to do it, finished Rubin. So that was
okay.
Nice of them.
So here's the deal. Like, if you're going to do something...
Yeah?
Like, how did that make it to the press?
I believe this was a half-wheel store.
So then they reported it?
They had a press release, I'm sure, was issued.
Hey, just want you to know we're doing good.
Want you to know we're doing good things.
Like, that's kind of fucking... That really kind of cheapens it for me, to be honest. Just shut the fuck up and do the right thing and take care of people. Like, you know what I mean?
Look at you. Oh,
it's not that... But you know what? Like, just be a fucking humanitarian. It's not that hard. Good for you. Glad you're helping the people. You need the fucking pat on the back and the additional exposure? I mean... It just comes across as tacky to me.
Well, look at you.
There you go. You wanted the real deal. Welcome to Cigar Hustle Podcast, motherfucker. It's true, though, no?
No, you have a point.
Like,
but I mean,
if you did something good for someone,
yes,
would you come around here and fucking tell everybody?
Put it on the damn show. No, I don't.
You know what I'm saying?
No. I understand. I understand what you're saying.
Like, just fucking help people. There are fucking people that are in horrible positions.
My wife passing out meals, then next I'll just put 877-879-3776 8 cigar companies and 2...
But that's different because you're talking about somebody else doing a great thing. Like, she didn't say, "Hey, I want you to bring this up on the podcast."
No, and I would have loved to have gone, but as I'm not a school employee, I wasn't allowed.
Right, so it's not like...
Evidently, I'm dirty.
Right.
So
you're definitely dirty.
I'm dirty.
So, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not even the equivalent.
Well, then let's just say I found out about it through a third person, and I'm just talking about it then.
About what?
My friend Ruben.
Oh, okay. Good for Ruben.
Mr. Ruben, apparently. It's Mr. Ruben.
Give me a break.
8 cigar companies and 2 cigar trade groups seek indefinite delay of FDA substantial equivalency due to the coronavirus.
Yay.
Can take a drink of your bottle? Mm-hmm. All right. A new motion has been filed in one of the lawsuits related to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration's regulation of cigars. Does it taste better in the bottle?
It does.
Oh, Kevin, so wait to use mine.
It tastes like a
tastes like
craft.
family.
Tastes like
craft. I lost my place. Michael Edney, the attorney for the cigar industry, in its 2 most notable lawsuit against FDA, filed a request for a preliminary injunction of the May 12th substantial equivalency deadline on behalf of 2 of the cigar trade groups suing the agency, Cigar Rights of America and the Premium Cigar Association, as well as 8 cigar companies. All right, would you like to know the companies? Would you like to guess? I mean, see if you can guess.
That have filed?
Again, I would like to appreciate the putting them in alphabetical order. Yes.
That have filed against the FDA. Yeah.
That are in with this this new little lawsuit.
Okay.
There's 8.
General?
No.
Ooh. Davidoff?
No.
Drew Estate?
No.
Oh.
You get one more, and then I'm just going to read them.
Oh, man. Altadis?
No.
Wow.
None of those.
Tell me.
Alec Bradley.
Okay.
Which, they're just tooting their own horn because they passed out food earlier. So.
There's on a tear.
Toro Fuente.
Okay.
Ashton.
Okay.
Crown Heads.
Okay.
Holtz.
I would have never guessed any of these.
I know, exactly. Oliva Cigar Company.
Okay, I could have guessed that one.
Padron.
Okay.
And I'm surprised you didn't say this one. Rocky Patel Premium Cigars.
Yeah.
Rocky was on, what was it, Kiss My Ash a couple of weeks ago? Mm-hmm. It was funny because him and Dave argued, but Rocky's very well spoken. I was very, very impressed.
Yeah.
No accent.
You got to get him drunk.
Oh, then the accent.
Yeah.
Then he goes from, "Hello, I'm Rocky Patel." I know.
I mean, of course, he's got his shit together. He used to be an attorney. Like he's
very smart man.
He's an intelligent individual. Yeah.
Yes. Cigar Association of America, the third cigar trade group that is part of the original lawsuit, is not part of this motion. Mm-hmm. Of note, all those companies except for Crown Heads are represented on the board of Cigar Rights of America. Holt Cigar Company does not appear to exist, but likely refers to Holtz, the Philadelphia-based retailer operated by the same family that owns Ashton.
So we got another lawsuit.
We have another lawsuit asking them to disband the equivalency due to coronavirus. Just put it off indefinitely. Because I think now it's pushed back till May or June or what?
So that's
we
like
reported last week that it had been pushed back because of the coronavirus.
So it's like, hey, we're going to just table it.
Just table it for now. Yeah, that's what they're asking.
That's like a stalemate. It's like nobody wins.
Yes. Let's see.
All right.
Oh, here we go. Let's see. There is already an indicative ruling in place following an agreement by FDA and public health, anti-tobacco groups, and Maryland-based federal court judge to delay the deadline for 120 days due to the coronavirus pandemic. But they're asking them to just table it and just put this over here.
Right.
Just forget about it for a while.
Okay.
All right. Our lovely governor here in the state of Florida.
Yes.
He has deemed WWE to be an essential business.
Absolutely.
Sheriff deputies warned WWE on several recent occasions that it was violating Florida Governor Ron DeSantis' safer at home order by continuing to hold wrestling events in Orlando, home of the WWE Performance Center. DeSantis exempts narrow scope of businesses from stay-at-home order.
That's right, baby.
WWE taping shows at Orlando Performance Center without an audience. WWE on-camera employee tested positive for the coronavirus back in March. The Orange County Sheriff's Office said this happened in March and early April, and deputies told the business to shut down.
So here's the thing. First of all,
Well, I don't see the problem. They don't really touch each other anyway.
well, there's a couple things here. There's a couple things to consider. Number one, look, the fact of the matter is you have enough money, you can do whatever the fuck you want in this country.
Well, that's just it. But days after the warning, DeSantis reversed the course of the part of his order signed, especially worded addendum that allows WWE to keep operating without having to strictly adhere to the social distancing protocols.
It doesn't matter if you're Democratic or Republican. The fact of the matter is, top of the heap always gets paid. Done. All right, let's just get that out of the way, first and foremost.
WWE has been shooting live events from WWE Performance Center, a training center for up-and-coming wrestlers during the coronavirus outbreak. When asked about the addendum, DeSantis' office sports and media production, including entertainers, are critical to Florida's economy, deeming them essential.
So is the mouse. So the second thing
So is the mouse.
Second thing is, now at this point, if you own a business and you feel that you've been deemed non-essential and you're like, you know what, the SBAs aren't coming in, I'm fucking, my $1,200 won't get me won't pay my mortgage. Fuck it, I'm gonna open up the store. If they come knocking on your door, I'd be like, look, man, you said the WWE was okay. I'm staying open. There's nothing you can do. I have kids to feed. I'm sorry. That's it.
Well, on your side, the Longwood Mayor Matt Morgan, a retired WWE wrestler, is concerned about health and safety of the talented staff, especially since many of them fly in and out of the state. All those performers could still be asymptomatic and still passing around to one another, and eventually they'll bring it home with their families. Well, he's on your side. He's saying they should not be open.
No, I'm not saying that they should.
I have a connection to him. Would you like to talk to him?
Okay, but I'm not saying that they shouldn't be open.
Oh, you're saying if they're open, everybody's open.
I'm saying, look, man, let's just practice a couple simple things and game on. I mean, enough is enough, is what I'm saying. You know?
Oh, here we go. Our watchdog investigation, not our watchdog, whoever.
Yeah. So wait, you know the guy?
I have a connection to the mayor. I know the guy on his staff.
The mayor of Longwood.
The mayor of Longwood, a former WWE wrestler.
Wow. How far did he go? What was his name?
I don't remember.
Was he like the Miz or something?
It was the Miz. No. Oh, do you know where he came from? You're a little young for this, so you might not know.
Tell me.
The Miz? MTV used to have those stupid shows. Yeah, he started on there on the MTV show.
Yeah, I saw that.
And his girlfriend at the time is now one of the E! Entertainment reporters.
Oh, really? Yeah, I saw him in Vegas for one of the. He was there for one of the cigar
Have you seen the show with him and his wife?
No.
They have a reality show. Oh, it's so terrible.
Is it?
I only watched one episode as far as I could get.
And now he's the mayor of Longwood?
No, a different guy. This is his uncle.
This is Hacksaw Jim Duggan?
Oh, that would be so great. I like
Hacksaw for mayor.
No, it's the animal.
Just walking around.
It's the animal.
Now you're going really, really far back.
Maybe
the animal's got to be dead by now.
Maybe it's Dusty Rhodes.
He is dead.
He is dead. Yes. Let's see. Investigation found the governor's addendum came the same day that Linda McMahon, the wife of WWE CEO Vince McMahon, announced that her pro-Trump super PAC was spending $18.5 million in the Tampa and Orlando markets.
Open.
Linda McMahon is a former head of the Small Business Administration under Trump. Oh, of course. Oh, Trump as a wrestler. The next day, WWE announced its plans to resume the television shows in Orlando. DeSantis is an ally of President Donald Trump. I don't think they like each other now.
Look, I get it. I mean, you own a business, you want to be open. Let's just stop this stupid shit already and just open up. Let's put tape everywhere. 6 feet. Tape.
I had to go to Target today. They
everywhere.
Have 6. Okay, first, really, all they have open is the self-checkout, which is fine.
Right.
And that's marked off as something. But then as you go down the main aisle and turn, they have 6-foot X's.
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere. How long was that line at one point?
Oh, they're expanding. Publix is now, you have to go up one aisle, down one aisle, up one aisle, everywhere, and there's 6-foot spaces in everything.
Oh, there was people violating the 6-foot thing rule on me on Target today.
I like to just jump from one to the other, see if I can make the leap. With my shopping cart.
We got an extra 50 minutes to get started that late. It seems the longer this goes, the less people are wearing masks now.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Because I went to Target weeks ago and just about everybody had a mask on. I went there today. Half the employees wear them. Half of the employees aren't. Gloves, they've decided that really doesn't help you when you're out in public anyway.
Really?
Oh, yeah, they've said that, yeah. As long as you wipe the stuff down when you get home.
So, I think that's the other problem, too, is, there's no, everything's just kind of everywhere. Misinformation is rampant.
Is everywhere.
So
I have to stop arguing with people on Facebook. I'm going to have no friends left.
And I honestly believe that we already had this shit.
I think we did, too.
But
when I go out, I wear a mask. If I go out shopping somewhere, I don't wear gloves, I wear a mask. But my wife's not. And,
Right.
I mean, she is if she goes shopping, but she's not when she delivers packages to kids, which makes no sense at all.
Yeah. I like to cough too.
I had to cut some videos for a project for her. Yeah, for her. Okay, that microphone has to be burnt.
Sorry.
And she's 3 feet holding the thing, explaining. Okay, now this one you have to do this, and then they hug at the end.
Oh yeah.
You're bringing all this stuff.
I tell people to back the fuck up.
I heard
At this point, I'm like,
as long as we're talking about, I heard on the radio today, people who like to compare this to the flu.
Yeah.
Last year, 40,000 some odd people died of the flu? Well, that was a 12-month period. We've had the same amount of people die in the last 40 days that the flu kills in a year.
Yeah, that's kind of a big deal.
That's what people are going, oh, it's no worse than the flu.
Of course.
It's fine.
Yeah, of course.
That's what they don't realize. Those flu figures are for the year.
But, look, you gotta tote both lines here, man. You gotta do what's right for everybody and do what's right for everybody, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we can put practices in and open up some of this shit, actually all of this shit.
Yeah.
And start.
Except maybe not the restaurants. I'm a little nervous about the restaurant.
What are you talking? No, absolutely the restaurant should be open.
But then my waiter's got to wear a mask.
Space out the tables.
Yeah, less people in this.
Like how many small mom and pop
restaurants? This is going to be the new normal, I think, for a couple of years. Yeah, they're saying we might be doing this till 2024 now.
Get the fuck out of here! It's fucking ridiculous.
Unless they come up with a vaccine.
No.
Okay.
No. I'm not saying that.
Anytime I say anything to my wife, she goes, "Would you go to Hustler all the time?" This place is cleaner than a hospital at this point.
It's true.
And plus, we've all had it probably back in December, so nobody's carrying it.
We have reason to believe.
Yeah, we're wiping.
Costa was patient zero. He was from Philadelphia, which is a major hotspot, right? He brought it to Vegas. He blew all of us up in the cigar industry, and here we are.
But then you brought it back here, infected all of us.
Yeah, and for me it was
I don't
like
think your brother had it though.
And yes, he did.
Did he get sick when you were sick?
He just got sick recently.
I don't think that was it. That was just his quarterly
his
sniffles.
Hypochondria.
It's quarterly sniffle.
I'm dying. I don't think that I don't really think that I think that this comes out 6 months from now, and they're going to say more people had it. It was a lot of people were asymptomatic, and a lot of people had really, really mild cases.
Wow, that was mild that I had. I hate to think what the full blown.
Because I just had like a hack that I couldn't get rid of.
Yeah, I had the cough kill your rev, and I passed out for 3 days. I mean, I was
that didn't happen for me.
That was gone.
I mean, that's happening now. I'm just kind of waking up late and like set my alarm for 7, which is ridiculous in itself, and then it goes off. I'm like, fuck it. I'll work out in a little bit.
I think I'm starting to get the depression.
Are you?
Yeah, because I mean, every day is just like, there's nothing to do. I mean, normally mowing the yard takes me an hour and a half. I spent 4 hours yesterday cutting the grass.
I bet you that yard looks immaculate.
It looks perfect at the moment. New seed in places. I was clipping with a pair of scissors around the sidewalks.
You know what? I'm going to digress. This is why you fucked up not being a homeowner.
Why?
Because you could be improving your home.
Oh,
like we have my poor wife. We
haven't anyway. That's why landlords love us.
My poor wife has painted the entire house with a paintbrush.
So is mine.
Just the one paintbrush?
No, she has a roller.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, one roller.
Think about that.
Why didn't you get her a roller?
I didn't want to spoil her. And
get the woman a roller, Michael.
It's already done now. Now we're doing cabinets, and now we're gonna.
I put cabinet hardware on last week.
We're gonna do redo the fireplace. I mean,
we had an opportunity to get some new appliances from someone else we didn't have to pay for, so we just put in the new appliances and.
There you go. So there's plenty to do.
The landlord sent us money for the yard, so we're putting. We're working on the yard.
Knock out a wall. Just do it.
You know what? There would be a nice window. We'd look right here. A nice window. But this is your closet, sir. Doesn't matter. I need a window in the closet. Bring in some natural light when I get dressed.
Put a big window in the shower. Sir, it faces the street.
Trying to think if we have a window in the shower. No, it's right in front of him. So if you didn't shut the blinds when you step out of the shower, you would be in front of the window.
Perfect.
Yes. And I noticed when I was cutting the grass, there's a window there, and then on the back side of the bedroom, there's a window. You can see right through that.
Do you stare at him while he's cutting the grass like this?
I cut
out of the shower?
I cut the grass.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it took 4 hours to cut the grass yesterday.
Yeah, you did an amazing job.
Thank you very much.
But did you edge?
Yes.
I love the edge.
You know what? I would edge and not cut if I could. It's 3 feet tall, but look how nice that line is around.
So trim.
You know what? And we're on a corner lot, so I go all the way around the sidewalk, all the way around. And then I'm the only neighbor that blows off the sidewalk, too, after you cut.
Wow.
Looks perfect. And I spray weed killer to get the weeds that grow up in between the sidewalks.
Wow,
ant killer on the anthills.
I gotta stop by the house.
Do it before Friday because it looks good.
This is amazing.
This is amazing.
All right, moving on. How are we doing on time?
Let's go ahead and take a break. We're at 35, so we could have 10 minutes or it could go off any second.
Yeah, because, we don't know when we hit the record
We don't know when
button.
we turned it on first.
I mean, look at the camera, Mike. Look at the camera.
How you doing? Everything all right? I'm going to use that as much as possible for the show just for
doing
Dave.
all right?
You doing all right
Hey,
there?
how you doing?
You all right?
All right. I'm doing all right.
Okay, we'll be right back.
All right. You are in charge.
I'm in charge.
You're the primary on the bank account.
Oh, did you open the bank statement when it
I
came?
did.
Okay, as long
I
as
was
it
like,
was
hey,
you.
look at that.
As long as it was with you, not Greg.
Yeah,
I figured Greg opened it.
I didn't realize what it was. I opened it.
I don't care if you do. I
Yeah,
just
of
figured
course.
Greg did.
No, but like I didn't. I just opened the mail because it said I saw Mike, and then I didn't realize it was Mike and Mike Productions. I was like, oh shit! Oh look,
We have money in the bank. We have $100. Mm-hmm. All right, Michael. This doesn't affect you or I, but has your wedding been postponed due to the coronavirus pandemic? If so, Busch Beer wants to give you the gift of a lifetime.
Oh my God!
Free
fucking
beer
Busch.
for an entire year.
Wow.
Here's how it works. Post a photo of you and your spouse. Explain why you're planning to commemorate your big day when and if it eventually arrives. Uses the hashtag Busch Wedding Gift and hashtag Sweepstakes. The contest ends April 59th on May 1st, or 11:59 p.m. on May 1st. Winners will be selected in a random drawing on May 2nd. The beer company says those who aren't looking to get married can tag a friend and use My Friend's Wedding and hashtag Sweepstakes for a chance to win Busch merchandise. Though they will pick 50 winners, will be selected on May 2nd. And you will win beer for a year.
I want to know who's in charge of the marketing department at Busch because
Evidently, somebody who's getting married and somebody who needs a dog.
Yeah.
So let's see. You can get. They must have a lot of beer. Oh, which falls into another story later. But that's okay. We'll get to that. Let's see. Good night, Mickey. Disney relaunches their bedtime hotline for kids in Orlando. I figure this might help you out, Michael.
Bed night hotline.
No. Disney relaunches their bedtime hotline for kids.
Okay.
If you want to add a little magic to your kid's bedtime routine, the Disney bedtime hotline might be just what you're looking for. From now until April 30th, kids can call 1-877-7-MICKEY. That's 1-877-7-MICKEY. And hear a special goodnight message from 5 Disney characters: Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, Daisy Duck, or Goofy. Disney hopes the magical call will give kids something to look forward to at bedtime and give parents a break. This is the 3rd year in a row that Disney has activated this hotline. No word on if they plan to continue it next year.
It's not, nothing better than mentioning kid stuff on a cigar entertainment.
This is for the
podcast.
adults.
For the kids.
You can bribe your kids. Hey, bedtime, you get to call Mickey.
I read to my kids now.
Well, let's say that you've been reading to your kids all day long.
I usually read for about 15, 20 minutes.
Let's say you're hoarse from the coronavirus and you need somebody to read to your children.
Let me tell you how
and you don't have an Alexa, because Alexa will read them a story anytime you want.
Let me tell you how this plays out. Okay, first of all, so I got these books called Who Is?
Yes.
And they're like chapter books about people.
Yes.
So I picked one up, and it's Who Is Michael Jordan?
Oh, they came here. I thought they was going to the doctor.
Yeah. No. So Who Is Michael Jordan?
Yes.
Teaching my boys about who Michael Jordan is, because they're young. And then I just got a whole bunch of them that just came in the mail today.
Oh.
Like who was Winston Churchill? What was D-Day? Stuff like that. So
how exciting! Who was Winston Churchill?
It's actually it's
probably very educational.
It's actually fun. So I read that to them, and then we put on Disney Plus or whatever. They watch their shows, and then if they circle back again, and they always circle back, I make sure that Jax has got to go read his book. Here, take the light, go read the book. That's it.
Oh,
It's done.
very nice.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do a book time with Michael and put out an extra podcast every
It
week.
was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
No, you read Who Is Greg, Who Is Chet, Who Is Jacob, Who Is Uncle Steve, And who is Grandpa Mike?
Grandpa Mike. Huh?
Papa Mike. Whatever name was not already taken by your father.
By my father?
Yeah.
Papa Mike?
No, your father's name was not Mike. I understand that. But what did they call your father?
I'm Polish. We call him Jadek.
Oh, did they call him Jadek?
They call him Jaja.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Oh.
So you will never be Jaja.
No, I will not. That's why I would never try to replace your father. No.
So go on.
All right, Michael.
Moving on.
Stimulus checks are being spent on dildos, tigers, guns, and stripper poles.
Really?
Stimulus checks are funding a national pandemic of impulsive buys. Americans began receiving their first batch of there's going to be more than one. First batch of coronavirus relief funds this week, and now many are taking to social media to brag about the assortment of purchases, both strange and savvy. They've already made them. While many are using the emergency cash to pay bills for necessities and living expenses, others are putting their money toward wild splurges. Among the more trivial items bought have reportedly, among the more trivial items people have reportedly used the extra bucks on is an inflatable dinosaur costume.
Amazing.
We already have one of those. Yeah, it's amazing.
Acquired without a stimulus check.
Although the buyer argues that $35 price was totally worth it. Actually, I have good use for it. Plus, look at that price. I should have bought two. The proud dinosaur owner tweeted. Now, let's see. Another person put on social media, fuck it, I'm buying. Well, they took that word out. But fuck it, I'm buying a stripper pole with my stimulus check. We have to invest in our future, tweets a future exotic dancer. Some are jokingly planning to team up so they can use their economic impact payments to buy a baby tiger. Hear me out. Who wants to combine their stimulus checks with me? We can buy a tiger, writes one likely fan of the Tiger King. Let's see. Canopy bed is even essential, but one mom bought a princess-themed bed for her kids. Who used a check to buy? Oh, here we go. The same argument goes for a woman who used her check to buy a high-end sex toy. Although she concedes she bought this stimulus only after paying off a credit card.
That could help with your depression, Mike.
I don't know how it would help me.
You can get a reamer.
No. Evidently you enjoy yours. One hobbyist burning through a stimulus check indulged.
That was a terrible comeback, Mike.
In a paintball equipment.
No, you.
While another. I know you ever wear mine.
You do.
Cobden bought a pricey pair of Yeezy shoes. I'm not sure what those are.
Yeezys.
At least one entire stimulus check and possible additional cash went toward buying a Bird One e-scooter, which retails for $1,299.
Oh, they had to come up with extra $99.
Yeah, they put a little extra money. Media worker Ryan Cole put his check toward paying off his Fannie Mae like a boss. He put some of the stimulus check to good use. He tweets with a screenshot of his payment confirmation. One woman chose to put part of her check back into the stock market. After joking that she'd spent her money on a house, a Good Samaritan revealed her and her boyfriend actually both donated their checks to Feeding America. Others are still in the planning stages for what they will do with the money. Looking forward to using my stimulus check to purchase another AR-15 and some 30 mags, writes one gun lover.
Says America.
For those without direct deposit, checks may not arrive until mid-August or later. You can check the status if yours, even speed up getting the dough, but not sure. Don't fall for the scams. Lots of scams out there.
Don't fall for the scams. Yay.
All right. CNN states that this may become the new normal. The U.S. This is from CNN. This is real news. The U.S. may have to endure social distancing measures such as stay-at-home orders and school closures until 2022, researchers projected on Tuesday. That is, unless a vaccine or better therapeutics become available, or we increase our critical care capacity. In other words, 2022 is one scenario of many. That's according to research from the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health.
We could have a new president by then.
2022? Oh.
Right?
Wait, how much? Well, that would be the end, I guess, of his first term.
Yeah.
Yeah. We published their findings in a Journal of Science on Tuesday. Those findings directly contradict research being touted by the White House that suggests the pandemic may stop this summer. Well, Trump says it's over in the summer.
Well, that's good.
We open everything up. The team at the Harvard School of Public Health used what's known as a COVID-19 and other coronaviruses to create possible scenarios of the current pandemic. Intermediate distancing may be required into 2022 unless critical care capacity wears. All that. The Harvard team's projection also indicates that the virus would come roaring back fairly quickly once restrictions were lifted, which in Florida, since they started opening the beaches, there was an uptick over the weekend of cases.
Okay.
But the beach is only open from 6 to 11 and then 5 to 8.
Interesting.
Yes. Another important factor, whether people become immune to the new coronavirus after they have been infected. That's not yet known. We're all immune here, though, we have decided. Potential challenges include finding a reliable test to determine the study researchers says they're aware that such prolonged distancing, even if intermittent, would likely have profound negative economic, social, and educational consequences. They hope the research will help identify the likely trajectories of this epidemic under the alternative approaches, identify complementary ways to fight it, and to spur further thinking about ways to get in the pandemic under control.
Okay.
Hold on, I have somewhere here Trump's...
I just don't believe it.
What was this? States across the country have issued stay-at-home orders, allowing only for essential errands or tasks. Penalties for breaking the order vary by state. In Maine, the penalty for breaking the order can be up to 6 months in jail.
Perfect.
Where you'll be within 6 feet of somebody else anyway.
Let's take away as many.
And up to a $1,000 fine. In Florida, a pastor was arrested last month for continuing to hold large services and is charged with unlawful assembly in violation of public health emergency rules. Both
hasn't he been freed? But he was freed, wasn't he freed?
No. This week, states on the east and west coast announced they are forming their own regional pacts to work together on how to reopen.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that shit. There's no way. I mean, they're already protesting now. It's been.
Michigan, they're up in arms up in Michigan.
It hasn't even been a full month.
They're waving guns and signs and blocking roads, and
it's pretty funny. Like, it's just gonna get so much worse.
It's just gonna worse.
Yeah.
Here is I have Donald Trump releases his 3-phase plan for opening businesses back up across the country. Mm-hmm. This is the plan, Michael. I have this right from the White House.
Okay.
Would you like to know what it is?
Sure.
Why are you huffing and puffing at my stories here?
Because it's long.
You want me to go back and pull up the beat? No, it's 3 phases. It's very quick, actually. Okay. In order to begin the process, a region must first experience 14 continuous days of declining incidence of the COVID-19. He means the coronavirus. Mm-hmm. Then phase 1, which includes reopening gyms and restaurants while still maintaining social distancing, can begin.
How's that work?
Okay.
So they're going to cap the gyms at 50 people.
Those who are most at risk. That's not part of his plan.
That's what I was told.
Oh, wait, here, larger than 50. Well, no, that involves easing social restriction guidelines for no groups larger than 50.
Have you seen my gym?
No, I have not been. When I pick you up there, I'm only allowed outside.
It's like a shopping mall. It's gigantic.
Okay.
It's fucking gigantic. There are 4 or 5 classes going on.
Maybe it's the classes can't unless they keep everybody 6 feet apart.
Basketball games. What do you know? We're not going to play basketball.
Can't play basketball.
There's 3 basketball courts.
Can't play basketball unless they're 6 feet apart.
And there's no way that you can do a weight room that keeps everybody 6 feet apart.
Sure it is.
What if you need a spot?
You can't use spots.
Oh, okay.
You have to use a different machine.
Oh, really? So
all machines.
So let me.
No free weights. All machines because you don't need a spotter on machine.
Bullshit. So let me tell you something. So what happens if a guy's on the bench, right? Bit off a little more than he could chew. It took.
Can't use the bench. It's not a machine.
He took the past 60 days off. Just kind of eating some donuts.
And he's going back to the weight he used last.
He throws 305 on there, whatever. Yeah, 400 pounds, whatever.
Yeah.
Picks it up, and all of a sudden he can't get it off of him. I'm just gonna leave him because he's not. If I can get,
can't get within 6 feet.
Well,
first
I don't want him to get sick.
We already established no free weights, just machines.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Is that what it says?
Yes.
Seriously?
No, they don't specifically list their gym requirements on this story.
That's bullshit.
This is a general phase 1, 2, and 3, Michael.
Ridiculous. If Ron DeSantis says no fucking free weights, that's it. I'm voting for somebody else. Where I draw
I'm
the line.
surprised you have not added to your weight equipment at your house.
You can only do so much. So, the only thing that I need.
I saw you drooling over Mr. Baldwin's squat rack.
Yeah, it's the only thing I need is a squat rack. And
you can't turn your jumpy thing or
my power tower.
Power tower. You can't put pegs
I can
in
do
it?
enough with the dumbbells, but the problem, I'm not. For one, they're sold out everywhere. They're sold out.
You want me to find you one?
No, I'm gonna get one in August when everybody's done.
Get the deal on that.
And somebody's gonna be like $50. Please just take this fucking thing away from me. I'm like, done.
Okay, can I get on to what phase 2 is now, Mike?
You gotta buy smart, Mike.
If the area does not see another increase after the phase 1 release, social restriction guidelines with groups no larger than 50 instead of current 10, employees should still telecommute if possible, but schools, camps, and bars can reopen.
Okay, so first
that's
of all,
phase 2.
So there's 2 problems with this.
Yes.
I can fix this real quick. So first of all,
please tell the government how they're doing this wrong.
If let's say that there's
we're coming up on an hour almost.
Let's say that there's realistically 2,000 tests going on in Florida every day.
Okay.
Right. And that number continues to increase. Now you have 2,200, 2,500.
It's not the number of tests; it's the number of active.
I understand that,
okay.
But as you continue to test more people, you're going to have more active cases, right?
Do you know if you get a test, are you allowed to get a second test?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay, let's say I get a test.
So
phase 1 starts.
Look,
I don't have it.
Look,
Then I start.
I'm gonna listen.
Can I get another test?
Stop. I'm still on my rant here. So this is how you fix this, right?
And this has been episode 118.
You want 14 days consecutive fucking downturn? Stop testing. Just shut it down. Hey, we've had 0 new cases. 0 new cases for 2 weeks. It's amazing.
Well, they're not testing though. That's
hey.
not accurate information.
But what they're saying isn't accurate either because they continued to build more tests compared to to the last.
It's not based on the number of people they test. It's number of people that catch it.
It's simple statistics. If you test 100 people,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
X amount are going to have the test.
Okay.
Are going to have the virus, right?
Okay.
Right?
I don't know what the percentages are, but
Right.
I'll just agree with
and
you.
I think it's like 90% don't have it. If you do 200 people, right?
Right.
The percentage number is still the same, but the overall cases are still more, right?
Okay, what they're saying is,
Right?
Michael,
Listen to me.
listen to what
Listen
this is.
to me, Michael.
What is it?
Listen.
In a 14-day period,
Yeah.
there is a decline in the number of people who show that they have it.
Right. So here's the deal. As they continue to pump in more tests on a daily basis, you're going to have more cases because you're testing more people, right? Right or wrong?
Maybe it's based on a percentage, then, Michael.
It's not. It's definitely not.
Well, how do you know they're going to do it? There's nowhere in his
It's the
in his
government,
plan
man.
does it
the
say.
government is not here to help us, period. Then it's just that
All
simple.
right. Okay. Then we won't move on then to the.
To phase
What
3?
the hell is going on outside?
Well, they're
Coming to get you, Michael. Is what it is.
They're bringing more tests.
All right. Well, let's get on to the next story.
And I'm not saying that this isn't a big deal. This is a serious issue. And
Yes, it is.
People
It
are
is.
dying.
People are dying
But again, you got to tote that line
every
right?
day.
You
I went
gotta
out
do
and-
the right thing.
I went out and checked on my parents today.
Yeah.
I actually, but obviously I didn't go in the house.
Yeah.
I had to stand on the driveway. I
Maybe
wore a
your dad
mask.
through the window.
No, they stood at the garage door, and Dad, poor Mom, she's going, Raymond, you can't go outside. I mean, like his little dog,
Right.
You can't go outside. Dad, get back.
He's got to get the
And he was like, what? I was what I said. No, you can't go outside.
51st dates.
But
like,
when I left, it was kind of. I mean, when I left, I told him, I go, look, I've got friends whose parents are dying every day for one reason or another.
Right.
Dave died, and
Yeah.
I had a friend down south.
which
her
wasn't corona.
No, he didn't. But he'll
Got a
be in
heart
that
attack.
statistic, though, according to what they're doing. He'll just slide him in there.
So is Jeff Epstein.
Right. Epstein. See those two.
Florida man dies
But
by
I told my parents, I
alligator.
go, look, don't go out if you don't have to. Do you need anything? I'll go to the store. And they go, well, we only go out for our medicine and groceries, and they wear a mask. But when I left, I'm like, I could not technically see them again.
True.
I mean, that could happen.
Yeah.
They're in their 70s. They have health problems like it is. So
Yeah, it's true. Well, not only that, not only could you not see them again because of coronavirus, but you could not see them again because of one of the other reasons why they die, right?
But yeah.
And then God forbid they pass in this scenario. I mean, funerals out.
Yeah,
like,
there's no funerals.
everything's a fucking mess.
Right.
So let's open up the funeral homes. They're essential.
But the problem is, we all go to the funeral and then we catch it from somebody who's there.
We'll wear masks and we'll sit 6 feet apart and we won't shake hands.
There's a lot of hugging in funerals, Michael. A lot of hugging.
A lot of hugging.
A lot of hugging going on.
I just want to know, your dad dies, I'm hugging you. You're getting a fucking hug. I don't give a fuck. At that point, what are you worried about?
Well, giving it to you.
Whatever.
You have young children.
They'll be fine.
I've lived a full life. My kids are grown.
My kids are resilient. They said
I'm ready to go.
the youth is fine.
See, the coronavirus lockdown may cause the country... We're going to have to take another commercial. The coronavirus lockdown may cause the country to run out of beer, soda, and other carbonated beverages.
Well,
Did you know
that sucks because Sunday's my cheat day and I drink a lot of soda on that day.
If you
I
drink
will be
beer,
very upset.
soda, or do you really drink? Is that one of the things you just guzzle down on something?
Yeah, I think I had like 6 Cokes.
Wow.
It was amazing.
Holy crap. If you drink beer, soda, or other carbonated beverages, then the coronavirus lockdown may soon have another unpleasant side effect. Shelves that are empty of all carbonated beverages.
Right.
Oh, you know what the new toilet paper is? The new missing item in stores?
What?
Do you want to guess?
Shirts.
No. Frozen pizza.
Oh.
People are stockpiling frozen
I thought-
pizzas.
so people are wiping their ass with frozen pizzas?
No.
You said what's the new toilet paper?
The next item to be missing in the grocery
that's
store.
a big deal.
Yes, because people who normally buy 1 or 2, they're buying 4 or 5 or 6. Everybody wants to have their frozen pizzas for some reason.
Because it's easy. Smart.
It's smart. It's easy. Yes.
I'll tell you what. Every day I look at my toilet paper roll, I'm like, oh man, it's scary. It's getting scary.
Oh, it's getting low.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's available. Buy it when you go out on your weekly things.
No, not when we've gone.
Really? Well, get it out here before you leave. They have it over around the corner.
I don't think that I'm at that level yet. But I feel like
we still buy one. If we go out and they have it, now I didn't today when I went to Target. I didn't even go down that aisle. But if we go to Publix for a food run and they have it, we'll buy one.
you have a problem. See, you're the problem.
I'm only buying one. Yeah. I'm allowed two.
Yeah. You have a fucking garage full of toilet paper.
No. We just have a shelf in the pantry.
You're a teepee hoarder.
No, not. Why not? But my wife did say, she goes, I'm learning to get by with less, if that's one positive thing. Because she used to be, like it was a bullet wound. I mean, just wrap it up her hand. Like, what are you doing? Did you get shot? According to Reuters, beverage makers have begun issuing warnings that nation's supply of compressed carbonated carbon dioxide is now threatened due to a chain of events caused by the coronavirus lockdown. Do you know why we're running out of carbon dioxide?
No.
It's a byproduct of making gasoline.
We need gas?
No, that's just it. Nobody's buying the gas, so they're not making gas, so they're not making carbon dioxide. It's a byproduct when they.
So you're saying everything's fucked up?
It's all a domino thing. Yeah. Everything's falling apart.
So at what point does everybody just lose their shit? Because
I think we're almost there.
It's coming, buddy.
I think we're almost there. All right,
$1,200 ain't gonna go a long way, man. No. I'll tell you right now.
Some of the country we'll just have to drink flat soda and beer.
Especially when the media's touting the $20 million that fucking Ruth Chris got.
Oh, if I see that story one more time.
I'll tell you what, I didn't go there before, but I'm definitely not going.
Dude, have you ever been to Shakeology or whatever that one is?
No.
They gave their money back. They got $10 million and they gave it back. Said the smaller companies need it more than us.
That was smart.
But I hear their hamburgers cost $72.
You know what? So, I will go buy a $72 burger from Shakeology.
I don't think we have them here in Florida. I've never seen one before.
I'll have it flown in. I'll have somebody carrying the coronavirus, put it on a plane, and then I will eat said burger.
Let's see. According to Reuters, 34 of the 45 ethanol plants in the United States have either curtailed or completely
eliminated. There's no soda. Production. Okay, thanks. All right, moving on.
All right, we've got 3 minutes. You want to take another break? I want to get one more story.
Yeah, take another break.
All right, we'll take another break. We'll be right back.
Are we back?
And we're back. Yes, video and audio both. We're
Excellent.
back.
Excellent.
Okay, Michael. All the men of the world may be having a problem here.
Uh-oh.
Apparently, testicles may make men more vulnerable to coronavirus.
Aha!
The coronavirus could linger in the testicles, making men prone to longer, more severe cases of the illness, according to a new
sack.
Study. Researchers tracked the recovery of 68 patients in Mumbai, India, to study the gender disparity of the virus, which has taken a worse toll on men, according to a preliminary report.
Okay.
Posted on MedRex, which hosts unpublished medical research papers that have not been peer-reviewed. Dr. Aditi Shamatri, an oncologist at Montreal
Sounds made up.
Medical Center in the Bronx, and it's a woman. No wonder. They probably hate men. And her mother, Dr. Janish Shastari.
She's going around checking out sacks.
Microbiologist at the Kasturbai Hospital for Infectious Disease in Mumbai. I don't know if I trust anything in Mumbai.
I don't trust anything on the news anymore ever again from any source.
Said the virus attaches itself to a protein that occurs in high levels in the testicles. How do you think to come up with this? You know what? I think it is in the testicles. We should check every man's testicles.
Right.
The protein known as, I don't know, something converting enzyme 2
SAC-17.
ACE2 is present in the lungs, the gastrointestinal tract, and the heart, in addition to large quantities in the testicles.
Oh, very nice.
But since testicles are walled off from the immune system, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
The virus could harbor there for long periods in the rest of the body, according to the study. The mother-daughter research
we're going to check out a bunch of nuts.
Daughter, I have an idea.
How do we get multiple pictures
These
of
findings
nuts?
may explain why women bounce back from the virus more quickly than men.
Because they have no balls.
They have no balls. This determined that the average amount of time for female patients to be cleared of the virus was 4 days, while men saw recoveries on an average were
75
days. Listen. 2 days longer.
It's because of the nuts.
Guys, we have 2 nuts.
We've done further research.
We're 2 days longer, the report
We've
said.
looked into the sack.
Apparently,
clean-shaven sacks are...
Is that better or worse?
I don't know. We need to know. Call Dr. Hidalaba.
Dr. Shamanti. And her mother. The other Dr. Shamanti.
You know what? Okay. I want to get into the nutsack profession. With you, Mom.
Yeah, that's a great idea, honey. How many men do you know is nuts we can check? Okay, well, you just did a Instagram Live, I guess you'd call it. But is it an actual show he does?
Yeah.
Okay, called the...
Unicorn Slayer?
Unicorn Slayer? Yeah, that's what it was, Unicorn Slayer.
Unicorn Slayer.
Which he has in beautiful pink and blue neon behind him on the wall.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he showed it before you got on.
Oh.
As I was one of the first person to cling in, and he thought I was you for a minute, but because it said Cigar Hustler Mike.
Oh, I didn't realize you were watching.
Yeah, because you never said a word. I watched the entire thing.
You didn't make any comments.
I'm not going to steal your thunder, Michael. It was your show.
You didn't comment.
I did in the beginning.
I responded to comments.
I did in the beginning before you got on. He said something to me in the beginning, and then that was it.
Mm-hmm. Because he mentioned, he called us Cigar Media.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of fucked up. What are you going to do? Cigar Media puts limitations on our show.
Right. We need no
But I did
limitations.
how he did realize we were the #1 show on Podbean.
He knows.
He knew.
Tommy.
He knew.
Tommy knows.
Tommy knows.
Nickel City Cigars.
That's right. Oh, and the poor guy, his grand opening was right during the pandemic.
Bup, bup.
Whew.
Womp,
Couldn't
womp.
have any worse luck than that.
No shit.
But it was an interesting little show. Way to go for an hour.
Yeah.
I guess that's the longest you're allowed to do
It went
because...
for an hour because they shut it down.
Yeah, because they go, okay, we got the show's about to... And it
I
went
wonder
off.
if he records them.
He said he did. He said it shows up in his Instagram stories later or something, but I don't know how you could do a... Well, maybe he did an IGTV. Maybe it goes to IGTV. That could be.
I mean, I asked some hard questions.
What were your hard questions?
How many people he slept with?
Oh, yeah, 7.
Bang, married, killed.
I didn't hear the bang, married, killed. Mike kept locking up. It would lock up and then come back, and it would skip a minute or two.
Yeah, I mean, IG Live is not the way to go.
No, but it's, apparently it works for him. Mm-hmm. The only thing, though, he asked you if you were a war bear.
Yeah.
Okay, the actual story of the war bear, he supported the Army. He was originally purchased or bought to entertain the troops. And then as the things became necessary, he learned how to do different things and brought stuff to them. Well, I figured I'm more the war bear in this operation than you are. So,
okay.
The war bear is not the guy that's up fighting the battle.
Hey, you can be the war bear.
He's the guy that
you want, buddy.
entertains the troops, and then, like I did here, I learned how to do stuff eventually.
It's your show, yeah.
It's not my show.
Yeah.
This is your shop.
Nope.
Wow, this show's long. It's an hour and 2 minutes.
Whew.
All right. Well, that's it. That's all I got.
What the fuck are we talking about?
That's all I got. That's it. I don't know. It just whizzed by quickly.
It did. It felt like nothing.
Nothing for you. Your job is done. You just leave.
Yes.
I have a lot of editing and things to do. And
I do nothing, yes.
we're going to have a new Patreon commercial, too.
Oh.
I listened to the Matt Booth Patreon show. It was quite entertaining, but I'm going to cut some of his stuff out.
Wait a second. He has a Patreon?
Matt Booth? He did our Patreon last week.
Yeah. I thought you said he had like his own.
No, he did ours. We are now randomly calling cigar people on our Patreon. Let's plug the Patreon for a minute.
Yeah.
So we get more people.
If you made it this far.
You made it this far in the show and have not turned it off yet.
The random Patreon calling was fun.
It was fun. Did you ever hear from Skip? On him not answering the phone?
No.
Nothing, huh?
No, he won't acknowledge that. Just lets it go.
All right, this is it then. This has been episode 118.
118, baby, in the books.
Hustler Podcast.
Cigar Hustler.
All right, guys, thank you for watching. Everybody take care. Social distancing. Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. Wash your hands.
And that's it. We're out.
See you later.
Bye.
This has been a Cigar Hustlers podcast, a Mike and Mike production. Be sure to listen every Tuesday at 10 a.m. for all new episodes.
Hi, I'm Husto Iroa.
Yeah. Do a single podcast ever again.
Ever. I'm good, Mike and Mike. How are you guys doing?
The Hojo,
Hojo! It's the Hojo!
the
You
moderator.
didn't even let him fuck it up all the way. All right,
I gotta get past Hojo! Go on.
I don't even have to try to hit
He's
the
not
record.
even gonna try.
We're gonna cover a lot of ground here, Mike.
All right. Try to keep up.
That's a sign of a good podcast.
Maybe like 4 cigars when I walked in the door.
All right, end this.
Squared.